Hi everybody, my name's Liz. I'm just going to show you a quick application video. So I have completely natural nails at the moment, so I took them off last night before I went to bed. I am going to be using the Shake Your Tail Feather, which is right here, and the November Host Exclusive. So you can see I've got everything set out here, so what I'm going to do is just go ahead and show you how to apply. So, completely natural nails. I have taken everything off them, so what I'm going to do quickly is just use my cuticle pusher to push down my cuticles. So I like to use the bench as I work, so let's pop down all of my cuticles. Okay. Just all the way around, because that's one thing that will cause them to lift, is if they touch on the edges, also at all of your skin or your cuticle. So just pushing down nice and tight down into those edges to make sure that there's nothing left on that skin there. Okay, so you can see that there, just pushed all of that down, so there's no cuticle visible. Okay, so then I'm just going to use my alcohol white. So here you can buy these at the chemist, fairly cheap. So I'm just going to get that out and give them a really good clean, okay? I don't want you just to wipe over it, I want you to really clean that off. Because if there's any cuticle left there, we want to make sure we've lifted that all off. We don't want to have any bumps underneath our wraps. Okay, so nice and clean. Okay, I'm just going to apply one hand at a time and then I'll apply the other and show you what they look like all together. Okay, so I'm going to let that dry and turn on my mini heater so you can hear that just. I'm going to use the opposite end of my cuticle pusher. Okay, now I'm going to apply from my little finger first. So I know I'm going to use my little shake tail for the wrap. Okay. Just lift him off. Now I just lifted it. Just be careful not to touch the back of that with your finger at all, because we've got natural oils on there. That'll cause it not to stick at all. So I want you to lift it off all the way along. I really like to put my cuticle pusher in about the centre of it there, so you can see I'm stuck to the sticky side. And I want you to heat the adhesive side, so the sticky side up with the heater until it becomes soft and flexible. Okay, so you can see how that there. This end here is the end I'm using, and he's become a little bit soft and flexible. Okay, I'm just going to move that away so I don't get hot. Okay, so I'm lining it up. Just got a bit of fluff on him. Lining it up right down close to my cuticle, but not actually touching. Nice to the edge of my finger, but not touching. Okay, so I'm just going to tap him down there so he becomes stuck. And I'm going to use my little scissors that come in your applicator kit as well, and cut off the excess up there. Okay, so I'm going to stick the other half, which will be what I use for my other nail, back onto my sheet. Okay, so you can see that it's not stuck on the edges yet. I've just stuck it in the centre, and I've cut it just above where my natural nail actually falls. So I'm going to do then is just reheat it for a couple of seconds. I want it to get hot. The heater doesn't get hot, but it does get warm. I'm going to use my rubber cuticle pusher again, and I'm just going to push it from the bottom up to the top. Okay, and then I'm going to work my way out to the edges and up to the top again. Okay, so really pushing in those sides right down into the nail bed there. And then same on this side, so working from the centre out to the top. Really pushing. So heat and pressure are the secrets behind Jamberry nail wraps. So you can see that there. I've pushed him right down, so he's just coming in. So you can see he's not touching the edges. It's got that little bit of nail showing there. Okay, I think that's pretty fancy. Okay, so I'm just going to warm that up again. So the biggest thing is you want to make sure that they've cooled completely before we file. Okay, I'm just going to use my finger to push that one down. Okay, so I sort of tend to pull him over the edge a little bit. Just one last push just to make sure that there's nothing left there that's going to lift at all. So heat and pressure, that's all I can say. So he is right there. I'm going to go ahead and apply the rest to all of these. I like to do one full hand and then apply the other full hand. So this has had full time to cool down, so this little guy will be nice and cool before I fire. Sorry. So I'll go ahead and do the rest, and then I'll show you what they look like. Okay, so I'm going to leave this one and I'm going to paint him using the canvas from the Ooh La La set. I also purchased just now the design dimensions, so I'm going to have a bit of a play around with that. So I'm leaving him free to play with. But you can see that there, they're all just hanging over just slightly above where my natural nail is. You can just see my natural nail underneath there, just on that one. And just on that one. So it's just a little bit above. So what I want to do is just let them cool completely and then I'm going to file. Okay, so I'm going to start on my little finger because he's been on there the longest. I've got my Jamberry file here. All I'm going to do is file in a downward motion only. Okay, I'll move my wraps out of the way. So straight down on a 90-degree angle. Okay, I'll move right in so you can see that. So on a 90-degree angle, just straight down. As you can see, I'll turn around so you can see what I mean, the end is starting to come away. So this is my nail, and then that's the leftover of the vinyl sticker that I'm going to take off. So I don't want to pull that because we're going to stretch the vinyl by doing that. So I'm still just filing in a straight downward direction until it literally just lifts off like that. So you can see that that bit's just come off there. So on this side, until he falls off. So there he is right there, just fell off. So now that's still going to be a little bit rough under there. So what I want to do after I've filed it is get my buffer. Here's my Jamberry buffer. And just buff that straight down again. Okay. My buff I tend to do a little bit more sort of angled in because your nail's naturally curved and my little fingernail is quite curvy, you can see that there. So I'm just going to buff that off because the most annoying part is when that tip starts to lift and that if it sticks on your jeans or cuts in your hair, things like that, that's when you lift it off. So you just want it to feel like a natural nail does. Okay, so filing down again. And then, if you could feel that, it feels just like a natural nail. So I like that they're really thin, and I've always had acrylics, and having that really thick base on there where you can't pick things up all the time, but that just completely feels like my natural nail. So you can see that's nice and stuck with there. My nail's a little bit odd shaped at the moment, so I might do a little bit more of a file and even him up a little bit, but otherwise I'll go ahead and do the others and show you what it looks like when I'm finished. So, as you can see, they look good. So I'll go ahead and finish the whole set and do my design dimensions on this one and show you what they look like when I'm done.